All right, so we are recording just through the software for the camera, and so I'm Reese. This is my thing here for now.
Well, you can adjust it.
Yeah, well, I can adjust this like so.
No.
There's Barry.
Hey, there's Rico.
Yeah, there's
Hey,
Rico.
what's up?
So,
we're live.
oh my goodness, this has been ridiculous. That's what.
So,
Okay.
all right, we're on time.
Yeah, so scooch on over.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Sorry.
You like 3 meals here?
All right. Get cuddly, you know, like we do.
Just enough cord to get right there, and that almost gets buried on screen.
That's great. Yeah.
So I go this way.
Everyone, come a little closer. Let's get you.
All right.
I'm just joking. It's just.
Hi.
Hey,
Let's go,
on the
guys.
screen now.
Yeah, we're all on the
Off my
screen.
bag.
Okay.
Hi. Are you comfy? Are you comfy?
You
Are
know,
comfy?
there was this bubble thing that they talk
How
about.
about now?
Yeah.
You know, in some Arab nations, we'd be married now, right?
Okay. So here's the question:
Should I be
Just
the,
kidding.
uh,
No.
If I tab over, can I still work?
We won't. Yeah, we won't negotiate there.
Hey, you know.
Oh, yeah, it looks like so.
Let's just
Things
end
start
it-
getting serious.
Let's just end this marriage before it starts. Yeah,
Let's get into no real.
That's terrifying. The two of you.
Yeah, definitely.
Whatever. We'd have beautiful children, you jerk.
No,
Yeah,
you
so-
wouldn't.
Do you have enough elbow room here? Is what I want to know.
No.
No.
Yeah. Let me see. Reese put the camera back up.
Okay, hang on a second.
No. There's a hanging on.
Yeah,
Wait.
I'm not that big
I
of a
mean-
narcissist. I don't have to be.
Yeah, I don't have to be
the
dead
camera,
center.
yeah.
You guys can.
Yeah, you just happen to be the one in the middle, Barry. That's just how that works.
All right, screw you guys. I'm gonna ink. All right.
So, hey, I got a control scheme here.
Welcome to our. What do you call this?
It's our weekly meeting.
Our weekly meeting.
First
Barry drinks
adjust
too much
is-
coffee too fast. Rico does the light board.
Yeah.
Reese, you're not hoping the thing. You're just zooming in on my face.
You know what? I already screwed up. Thanks to you guys. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I'm gonna be really mad if I got the dimensions wrong on this. And son of a gun, I did.
Can you blow it up on the computer?
Huh?
Can you resize on the computer?
Oh no! It's good. It's good.
It's snowing.
So Scottsbluff, Nebraska,
What
Scottsbluff,
the heck?
which is west of Nebraska.
the armpit of our lovely state. I mean, just kidding. Was that out loud? Barry, was that out loud?
It was out loud. Rico, it was.
Let me try something else here, guys. I just had a thought.
Why do I always look so pale? And they put me next to the dude with the tan.
It's because the light. Because everything looks
Because
paler.
you're next to
because
the
you've got
brown
these-
guy. I mean, it's like, God.
It's because you're a total white boy, Barry.
You're a white boy. I don't
I'm
burn,
pink.
crispy boy. I actually am not pink at all.
I like to point I'm beyond
I
white.
have to smile, or you'll never see.
I'm moving. I've moved clean into pink.
Well, no, might need a neighbor.
Okay. Hey,
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 hey.
what's up?
Well, I don't know. I'm just trying to see what it takes to get everybody in the picture.
Act of God, cyber God, Neo, more
That's
or
not.
less.
That's not too bad.
No, it's not. The only problem is I'm not sure how it's picking up the audio. Ooh, get my coffee.
Okay.
All right.
Well, while he gets his coffee, we'd like to invite you to eat at Whoopty Burger.
the other
Would you
big
like a
problem
Whoopty Burger? I don't think the camera.
is that I can't get to the script.
What's that?
For
Oh,
the
the
X
script
script is on my computer.
Doggone.
I was really banking on this Hangouts thing, but oh well.
Are we like recording, or?
Oh yeah, just it's I think so. Yeah, it's got the little red button there, and it's got counting the clock down.
Yeah, we're live.
Yeah,
It looks like.
we are definitely live.
So
And in case you guys want to know, I'm inking the next edition of Joe Jobs. I believe like when Joe Jobs is going to be posted
Tomorrow. Yep,
tomorrow, bright and early. It looks
maybe
great, guys.
even tonight. We'll have to-
Maybe even.
Maybe.
See
But,
how
You
it
know,
goes.
talking at the screen on there. There's no screen on there. The screen's up.
Yeah, the microphone's up here.
well, that's right. Well, I'm talking.
I know. I
laptop.
mean, yeah, me too. Me too. I would have it.
I can't help it.
It's Swifty, the little our cameraman gnome.
Yes.
If we had a cameraman gnome, it would be a lot more.
That would be
effective.
awesome.
I think so.
Man.
But we don't have a cameraman gnome.
So Joe Jobs, tell us a little bit about Joe Jobs.
So Joe Jobs is a sequel series
about Jobs?
to Forces of Good and Evil.
It's about Joe.
No, it's not.
No.
It is about Greg. Joe
Who's
Job
Joe?
is a slang term that is moderately common in our neck of the woods for those crappy, stupid hairnet and name tag jobs that kids start out on. It's not a career; it's just a job.
Yes.
And so that's kind of what we got going on with that title.
And we've all had them.
Everybody's got them. Yep, entry level jobs, and it follows our character Greg through a series of these horrible jobs, and the first strip has a sneak peek into Greg's past as we get to see his resume at a job interview, and that's going to go up on Wednesday the 7th, or a little before. See how it goes up. But yeah, I was looking at the page.
Yeah.
That page.
And once again, for those of you that aren't too familiar with like the process, underneath all of this stuff here is like I don't even think that shows up very well on the camera.
No,
does it?
not at
yeah,
all.
It is this bright.
It's just so much light.
Yeah. Well, this is what it looks like so far. I'm just getting like the outlinings from it, but underneath is like a pencil drawing of number 2, of Joe Jobs, which I don't want to spoil it because it's actually really cool.
This is actually this next one's coming up. It'll be next week's page if you happen to be on Patreon. We're going to be posting every Joe Jobs on Patreon for the $1 and up people, and then every once and again, once or twice a month, we're going to put a one up for general consumption. But Joe Jobs, this next one is actually taken from my time in the food service industry. So I worked a couple of crappy little jobs. I worked at Walmart for many years. I worked at Domino's. I worked at McDonald's. I did construction for a while. Actually, I would have liked that to be a career. I really enjoyed it, but it was not to be because I kept getting hurt and laid off. So between the two things, I opted to not stick with that path.
It's kind of a deal
That
breaker.
was getting injured all the time.
Yeah. Well, it's minor injuries. I got a gnarly scar to show for it.
In other words, he was an insurance liability.
Yeah. I got told that once too.
Did you?
I was
For
not, but I was not
Wow.
up on it enough to realize that you cannot fire somebody for that. That's one of the things in Nebraska that is protected. You
Really?
can get fired for about anything. But
Yeah. Yeah. To work.
you can't be called. You can be fired if something's your fault, like negligent.
Mm.
But if bad stuff just happens to you, you
If
can't
you're
be
just
fired.
clumsy.
if you're just clumsy,
Yeah.
If you're not being negligent, you can't be fired for just being clumsy here.
Which is
But it's kind of hard to. Is it hard to prove negligence?
I mean, yeah, you've got to show willful disregard. So, and I cost you too much money doesn't count. Like my gnarly scar, for example. What happened with it was I was
Was it an insurance thing?
um,
We're going for a tangent, by the way.
yeah, that's fine.
no, that's fine.
It's part of the meat to the story. Anyway, I didn't. I mean, I was working, and what happened was we were tearing out some old windows, these wrought iron windows in a stucco house. We had to cut through the iron, had to break the glass, cut through the iron, and then hammer them out of the frame because they'd actually been nailed into place with these 2.5-inch nailing fins when the house was originally built.
Right.
And the folk wanted to replace it with a different kind of window.
Mhm.
And
And some skin.
there was a little piece of glass that got missed when we broke the glass out. And so I'm smacking it with a sledgehammer, and I slip, slice my hand all the way down to the tendons on that little piece of glass. And of course, it's your back of your hand, so it springs open, and it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I started going into shock, that thing where your body starts shutting down a little bit. Not like hardcore shock.
No, but yeah, getting cold.
And all that kind of stuff. Getting kind of nauseous, and a lot of people pass out. I talked myself out of it.
Like that, but
Yeah. I talked myself out of it because I was checking out how cool my hand looked, being able to watch the tendons move.
Right, yeah.
And so I stopped having the head rush because I was like, dude.
You rationaled it in your mind.
Yeah.
Tricked yourself.
Well.
Yeah. I mean, I was going to the ER. I knew I'd be fine.
Yeah.
So
that's too bad.
The bleeding had kind of stopped a little bit.
I'm sure it was a nice stream.
Well, that's always a plus when the bleeding ends.
Oh yeah. So it has slowed down at least. And anyway, so that was one of the things that I got that was on the list. And it wasn't policy at the place I worked at to wear gloves. It was totally optional to wear work gloves or whatever.
After that, it changed.
It did. They did change the policy. And I wasn't the only one. I was just the only one that slipped with it. Like nobody was wearing leather gloves for this particular job, and I didn't think it was that big a deal. And I wasn't going to file a claim. They covered the cost of getting me stitched up, so
But it cost them money, so they fired you.
Well, it was a couple different things, but that was all the list.
Wait a minute.
And they overtly. Okay.
There was a couple of
There were three distinct events that was listed out.
Where did they all cost them money?
Yes, they all cost me money.
This is getting better.
One particular one is I was driving one of the trucks, and there had been, like the vent fans that AC units have on the side of them, the great big tumbler vents. They had taken one of those sometime in the past and fitted it with an electric motor and made like a drying fan for drying out basements and stuff, right? And so I was driving the truck, and I took a corner a little steep, and this fan goes tumbling out of the thing, of the back of the truck. And it was,
So when you were saying you're not Wash and you're not the getaway driver, this is real.
I'm real clumsy.
Yeah.
Anyway, and the metal frame on this fan had gotten bent a little, so it was scraping on the inside. Well, I used a chunk of wood and fixed it, so it didn't do that anymore.
Okay.
But there was that. There was the hand thing, and I lost a DeWalt toolkit at a car wash.
A hole?
Yes.
You're a dangerous man to know.
Yeah.
You're costly, son of a bitch. I don't know if we should.
They fired me the week Thanksgiving week.
This setup, no offense, it makes some sense now. We may have gotten started an hour later if we wanted to. Plus some.
Well, that's.
Well, I mean, in fairness,
we were software install.
In fairness, there were software installs. There was getting supplies. There was the fact that somebody else was going to host this at their house where they already have a ton of video equipment.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. We're omitting that part.
I believe that is true.
Let's edit that.
I believe you.
This is live,
you don't know what we're talking about. I think that's exactly true. But anyway, and after I worked there, that one firm for a while. Then I did concrete work and for a while and didn't get massively injured. Although I did fall into a pit once, but didn't get hurt.
Have you ever been blown up?
No.
No, but I just met a man that they got thrown underneath a bus. His name is Barry. Sorry.
Yeah, it happened, and you know what? He lived. He's okay. He's not exactly. Well, he's not exactly okay. It's kind of
You used to do wildfire fighting. Did you ever get blown up?
That was actually I was thinking about saying I fought fires for 6 years and none of that ever happened to me. When I was on some crazy stuff too, and I actually I tried to be actually a pretty safe person, but most of that has now been sealed by the government, and most of those things we can't talk about.
There you go.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, seriously, with backdrafts and stuff.
Oh yeah, but I was on one fire where a few people did die, but but yeah, and that does suck. But that was no, for 6 years we were pretty safe. Yeah, I was one of the scarier fires. I think it was the same fire. I can't remember. We were in kind of gulch, but the smoke got so bad that I did have to I had to hose my face. I had to turn the mixer off and hose my face for oxygen.
Wow.
To get oxygen because it will blow the smoke away, right? So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so I was suffocating that very close to it.
That sucks.
Yeah, it was that thick. That was probably maybe the scariest moment. But other than that, most of it was, and most of the time you're pretty, and that was a first response. We were actually on that fire. It became a project fire, and we were actually on that fire.
What does a project fire mean? I have no idea.
It's when it goes big and you have multiple camps and multiple fire teams. They like when you see the hot shots,
Right.
Get pulled in. That's always project. But they get dropped at different spots. Sometimes you link up with them through the fire line, but they cut in from a strategic point that's been discussed and determined by the teams and whatever else. And yeah, so we actually, that thing actually went project. We were actually sent there just to patrol, just to stage and patrol. It was like a vacation first week because we were in a motel. It was like, it was nice. It was chilling. We were exploring the area and terrain, so getting familiar with the area and not messing around at all. Doing other things that wasn't mine, but not getting slingshots and paintballs and not doing that sort of thing.
So how did your firefighter career end?
And
Mm-hmm.
with me throwing my helmet at people, and, like when people die, I walk back to the base camp and laid my foreman out.
Like knocked him out?
Just kidding.
Oh,
I did. Well, I was getting dramatic. I wasn't getting. It was pretty boring. Actually, I just decided to go to school. I actually decided to go to Portland Art Institute.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense.
And yeah.
You ever regret leaving?
No, it was fun and really good. Like I was something like really good at, great shape at the time. But I mean, if I was choosing it as a career choice, yes. But I never regretted. And I loved it. It was a lot of fun, and it was some action at times. But you meet a lot of hot shots, not literally, not just like the term hot shot is the guys that drop into the fire. But you meet a lot of egos inside, just people out there and they're not the best team workers, not the best anything.
Like thrill seekers?
Yeah, or there's some macho dudes, and these guys are they have their place, but sometimes they suck on the fire. they
Sometimes they just suck.
They just
well, since it's story time, it's like I find that every once in a while you get one they're actually a true alpha, right?
Okay.
And but most of the time with hot shots, with show offs or with thrill seekers or whatever, you get guys that cannot grind it out. They cannot go and do the fire line, for 14 hours, and then they go on to a night shift or whatever else. Things get pretty grindy out there, and you have to embrace it. You have to know that I'm going on to this project fire. It's gonna suck. I'm barely getting any showers. I'm gonna be dirty and filthy. I'm not gonna get the most sleep. I'm not gonna get evening or afternoon or playtime. Right? You're out there to work and grind and get dirty and filthy and take orders. And most people don't have that. Most people don't have that personality type, or don't adapt that. Especially hot shots don't. They're out there to be cool and try to cook with whoever they can hook up with.
So, not directly related, but as you guys, of course, know, and you and the internet probably do not, I have a wife and a couple of kids, and they're mostly grown. My wife's been grown for a really long time because we're old. But no, my boys were little. This one time we were sitting at the McDonald's here in Bluffs, and they've got one of those indoor play place things.
Right.
And so we went into the play place there, and we were eating our food, and the kids we called them out of the thing, to come eat their food. And as we're sitting down and eating, this group of like 4 like late teens, early 20s people, they've got in their early 20s, they show up, and the 2 dudes are they've got Sydney, I think it's Sydney Fire Department shirts, t-shirts.
Well, real quick, you're just going to turn into hate on studs. Moment.
Are you guys together or separate?
I got it.
All right. There's that.
Thank you.
Yep.
Can you grab my jacket?
Oh, sure.
I wasn't. Yeah.
No,
Wait,
What's good, man? I see my wallet.
I'm kind of curious as to whether or not the people at home can see,
Let me see it.
what I'm working on right here. Hold on, let me unplug it briefly. So yeah, just like some preliminary ink work. It's gonna look really good once Reese gets down and dirty and starts coloring it, starts putting some words behind it.
I think it looks damn good, man. I mean, it always looks good. Your inks are fun to, or your pages are fun to ink and they're fun to color. And
This one's fun. To
you got damn good rhythm in all your stuff. So
Thanks, man.
So anyway, this is not meant to be a general opinion of all firefighters.
okay, fair enough. There we go.
These
few
2 firefighters and their
compadres.
barely legal girlfriends
Oh, okay.
climbed into the play place and proceeded to giggle,
Yeah.
doing whatever the hell they were doing.
Damn gigglers.
Oh,
And
good.
so my kids were, after they finished their food, they were like, "Dad, let's go back and play." And I said, "No, we're leaving because I don't know what's going on
Right.
inside."
I'm
But
with you too.
if you're
when
20,
someone starts
rather not
giggling, when
find
someone
out.
starts giggling,
And they're above this tall.
Yeah.
It's just saying. There's a reason. There's a height limit for the McDonald's. place.
Yeah. There you go.
Once again, they could have been brave and bold people. They could have been great public servants. I don't know anything about them other than they were playing around in the play place.
Yeah. They cured her.
right? I'm sure they were. It was probably stupid young kids.
Oh, yeah.
Young adult kids
Yep.
being, just being what they are. So I mean, we all have done that stupid stuff.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell the stories, but we've all been there.
right.
Yeah.
But not at McDonald's. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah,
to
right.
that.
Well,
To be young again. Are you sure you don't
No.
want story time here?
it is story time. Yeah. Well, I'm working on
Well,
to change. Oh, sorry.
oh no, go ahead.
I was a change the move since I started that. It's my fault. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But
This is what we do.
this is completely. We all bash on people that we don't have any association with. No, I'm kidding. So I'm working on a page that Rico drew pencils and Reese wrote mostly. You guys are collaborating a lot more or less on the
He
writing.
does most of the writing.
And most of the writing
just kind of
is saved by Rico.
So what we're doing with it is we're doing the. I'll interrupt for a second.
yeah, well I know we
We're
were
Marvel
yeah.
methoding it, right? So
Yes, they are.
I've come up with the
Not me.
story and a page by page breakout of the general action, and then I give it to Rico, and since this is his first action story, that he's taken it through and we'll pitch back and forth how the action in the page lays out, and then he'll finish it out with all the little details, gives it to Barry to ink and color, and then I take it and dialogue it. And so that's how that process is going.
Which he means is puts the damn little word balloons on my pretty pictures. My
And
Rico's pretty pictures.
Write what they have to say.
No,
it's worked out really good.
it has.
I mean, it's kind of plays to the strengths
So,
of
yeah,
each
I'm
one
just-
of us.
yeah. And I'm inking, I'm tracing the,
There's a lot more to it than that.
there is, but it's fun to say that. And when I'm tracing, I'm tracing Rico's pretty pictures, and I get to go and color them. And it's a fun process, and so far there's been a lot of good chemistry between the whole collaboration.
I would say so. Yeah.
I mean, every once in a while the magical unicorn comes through and saves everything.
The
There
mental,
are no unicorns in this story.
define the mental unicorn.
Oh, god damn it!
Well,
You guys ever seen Charlie?
I've seen yeah.
Charlie, what?
Don't worry about it.
Charlie the Unicorn.
Charlie.
Wake up, sheepy.
Wake up, Charlie. Candy Mountain,
It's a little blue dot, Charlie. It's a magical blue dot.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
It's okay.
Would
we'll
you
watch
stop
this time.
jumping on me?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's you guys
It's
again.
you.
You've never seen
What
it.
is it?
No.
This is you've missed out part of your youth.
Is it
I
something
understand.
on television?
It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
We'll pull it up. And
Totally
we'll get back to
viral.
it, so
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm apparently not
Yeah.
in the whatever the hell.
There's a lot we can.
Scene
We'll need a night.
part.
We'll meet in a few hours on one evening because there's a lot of stuff like that you need to see apparently.
Yeah, and
Well, then hopefully, if something we
Jesus
should-
Christ!
something we should have talked about already that we haven't.
Yeah, Charlie.
Did anybody come up with any possible ideas for this weekend?
Reese, no one's talking serious right now. Okay, we're
this
talking.
weekend.
Yeah, the Rocky Mountain Con in Aurora.
Oh,
that's right.
I can't because I'm working.
I don't know. If you are definitely going,
I-
I'd consider it.
I'm not definitely anything at this point. When are you working, Barry, on Saturday?
Yes.
When?
Um,
They don't know where you work. They can't.
No, I know, but see, they left with the way I answered your question.
When you are
I-
Charlie.
Ray, where did Charlie? Oh, Jesus Christ! God damn it!
They stole my freaking kidney.
Oh, Jesus Christ! They stole my freaking kidney.
Sorry, folks. Can't help it.
You
I
know,
feel
it's good.
really
It started.
out of
It started. It's gonna happen the
That's
whole time.
I'm not even the oldest one.
Candy man. All right, so I'm working 5 to 1 this weekend.
5 to 1?
5 to 1.
1 in 5.
Because last week we were talking about the idea about maybe getting together on Saturday. If we
Yeah,
didn't
well,
go.
we could. Yeah, if we don't go, if Rico gets the openings or Sunday and
But then we can try this again, the live piece.
the live piece
Yeah.
of A That We Are, the beautiful, beautiful live piece.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
This whole thing's so stupid.
What's up? I feel kind of dirty all of a sudden.
What?
Nothing.
Says he's got that unfresh feeling. We all get that. Unfresh
Yeah,
feeling.
yeah, it happens. Listen, leprosy, you've been cursed.
Oh, that's,
You know what?
dude,
You've
that's
been.
messed up.
Okay.
I'm a jerk.
Listen, it's not leprosy. It's psoriasis.
That's
It's
such.
not an infection.
He has been cursed
It's
by
an
God for being a
autoimmune
bastard.
disease.
God hates him.
No.
He knows he's a.
He
He's
just wants to teach me
he's-
something about humility or
there. That's what I was saying. I wasn't to that
Probably
point
need to
yet.
learn
That's
about
why you guys
humility.
steal my
Nothing
story.
does a trick like psoriasis. I should know because I have eczema, but I'm too damn brown to see it. I mean,
I'm bald.
always
so you see, we all have our curses.
round privilege aside.
I was very vain. God cursed me with losing my beautiful, beautiful hair. I had an afro. In the 80s, I had the Jerry curl. It was going Soul Glow
Oh,
right
gosh.
here.
So close.
Yep. Commercials. You might have seen me in the 80s. So let it
He
glow.
also used to
Yeah.
relax.
Leave a stain on the wall every time.
slap, slap,
Yeah.
back and forth.
No, no,
It's horrible. I mean, beautiful. I mean, I'm sorry. That went where I wanted to go.
Jerry
That's
curls.
crazy.
We just went over
Yeah.
your
The
whole
whole,
Jerry curl history.
History of
With
Jerry.
the
You know, I'm
Found
proud of
America.
Jerry.
So
Great picture.
I can't imagine.
It was beautiful, man.
I can imagine you with an afro, Barry.
Yeah, baby.
I just can't.
Freaking those shoes and pants, man, and the red freaking like not leather, but whatever that stuff was.
leather,
I don't know.
vinyl.
Sure.
Why?
Is there any more coffee in that pot?
You know what? Let's find out.
This micron pen might be fired.
Yeah.
It's
Is it bleeding?
It's new, dude. No, it's just running out of juice.
What?
Yeah, it's new. Unless I'm just way too
I would
aggressive with
email
these
him.
stupid things. I don't know.
I'm way too aggressive.
Maybe.
So aggressive.
You know,
It's got like a tiny, tiny.
it's
little
how we
point to
roll.
it, you know?
Do you need some? I have like 50 in my bag.
But you know what? Look at this. It usually sticks out a lot more than that. It's like I pushed it down to a nub. I must
Should
be
we
really
discuss
rough
this?
on
Should we discuss this in front of the kids?
microns. I don't know.
Okay.
Only you can prevent
Micron
micron abuse. Crying out loud.
Okay, let's see.
So I have to be
Do you have a
completely
test?
honest.
Yeah, you do.
Like, when I need something that small, I have a ballpoint that I use.
Oh, you're bad.
Of course, I'm not even drawing anyone. I look
But
like a
check them
slacker.
all. I tested them all on napkin before. 'Cause
No,
some of-
you're offering moral support.
yeah,
So-
some of them are, these I think are the good. No, these are the older ones.
Here was the story. I do
Brush.
digital
Holy cow.
coloring on
Yeah, the
Joe
brush is a
Jobs
badass thing.
and
There.
Forces of Good and Evil, our other webcomic, which is free for everybody. Check it out.
Free.
IdealComics.net.
We'll start charging you soon for it, but you get it now. What's
We'll get you addicted and jack up the price. No, just kidding. Just
We'll
kidding.
double it. 0 times 2 is. But
yeah, it's
my original plan was to use Google Hangouts
You need
to
a
live
0.5
stream
or you
this
small?
whole thing. And so I was going to work on stuff
you need 0.5,
and
right?
screen
Yeah.
share it, so you'd have to look at my psoriatic mug.
Psoriatic.
Sorry,
I didn't know that was
sorry
an
for
adjective.
sure.
Psoriatic, yeah.
Psoriatic.
Yeah,
Although
we
related
got-
to
we got,
psoriasis.
Is this it?
0.05, right? Is it this one?
But,
check
I
it out.
obviously
It's only
didn't have
Stadler, but
Okay.
so for the
we were just
micro,
having problems with
right?
getting the webcams to be recognized and blah, 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 blah. Last minute changes just really just anyway. That's cool.
Oh dear.
I never did get my ice cream. Forgot about it.
We can get it. Dude, I'm just
Did
catching
they
up because I
ever get
went.
your-
Oh shit! Did she ever come to get?
They
her
never
thing?
got your milkshakes.
Well, yeah, we're gonna get them.
Or our milkshakes.
She,
You need to
did
go-
she run it yet?
Can you take it over there? I don't know. If she's already.
She hadn't run it yet. She hadn't run it yet. This is just my bill, so I can still give her a tip. Hey, did you guys see that thing? So they actually percentage their tips. Is that true?
What?
Do they percentage their tips?
When I was working here, I worked here a long time
Right.
ago. They did it.
But think
I
they
can't
do
speak for it
nowadays.
now.
I don't want because I've been seeing that a lot lately.
If you go to Applebee's, yeah, they do take like 15% of your tips. Yeah, that kind of
That's
sucks.
why can you drop cash on it? Makes a difference, or no? They're just gonna cut it either way.
It doesn't matter. It takes like their sales and then just
Can't you just like slip it into your pocket?
maybe, but it doesn't really matter because it takes the sales
Really?
and then calculates you should make this much in tips. And
At the end of the day?
yeah, and
Are
then
you
they're
shitting
going to
me?
seriously, and then they're going to take 15% off the top.
Here's the thing.
Is that
This
even
is
legal?
This is public work.
They do it.
This is public work. I work publicly, kind of, and it's so
Uh-huh.
it's one like you just get some shitty things happen to you
Oh yeah,
when you work
Yeah.
in public.
yeah. Well, and then like I don't necessarily think minimum wage is a good idea for various reasons I'm not going to get into right now. But the fact
I think
that
ages should be discriminated against when you're working. Yeah, working your way up. God damn it, you little kids! Listen here. I'm just kidding. I'm just
What?
kidding.
Well,
what are you even talking about?
When I was so old,
Okay.
we were Go ahead. Yeah, you're right.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
when I was your age,
But what I'm saying though is like it's ridiculous if there's a minimum wage that like servers can get so much less with no guarantee they're going to get a tip. That was my issue. And then to have somebody just take it off, percentage off the top of it because you happen to work there.
yeah. Well, it usually goes to it's something called like tip share, to where the
Yeah.
bus boys will get a percentage.
See,
yeah.
that's the kind of communist crap I can't stand.
Communism.
If the bus boys like do a good enough job,
Perfect.
Actually, what it boils down to,
And do you need a final receipt?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab some more stuff. I want to make sure you get your tips.
Oh, okay. No, but do you need a final receipt from this one?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll get your final receipt on this one, and then I'll send Jess back here. Okay. Is it hot
Thank
back here though?
What?
Is it
No,
hot?
no, we're cool.
Really? Because every
I'm
time I
good.
come back, it's like
Like,
super hot.
Yeah, like it was
It's a
earlier.
little
Earlier it
warm,
was
but
cool.
we're
Now
right
I
by
can
the
feel
cold
the heat
window,
kicking
so-
on, but
Okay. As
I
long as
mean,
you guys are
either
cool,
way,
I'm
I
leaving,
mean,
so we
whatever.
good.
Yeah, you're walking your feet. You're
If you guys are good, then it's good.
Oh, well, here's a person we could ask about this very
Oh,
thing.
wow.
Do you guys do
Yeah.
tip shares here?
No.
No. See, like when I worked here, we did do tip shares.
You did or
Yeah.
didn't?
Yeah.
You did?
No, we didn't.
No, we don't do that.
Not at all.
No.
Well, there you go.
No.
Question answered. I worked here for 3 years.
Did
For
you?
3 years of my
Moral
life.
implications of
sucked
tip sharing.
away.
We're
Yeah.
all opposed.
So the tip share is like all the tips go in and then everybody gets divided equally, or what?
They take your sales and then they chop
Thank
off.
you.
They decide like you should be able to make like this much money in tips, and then they take a percentage
There you
off of it.
Really? Huh.
It sucks.
All right, I'll be right back to the receipt. Okay?
Get another reason for you to not go to Applebee's.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I didn't need a lot of reasons.
My
but
phone's
I don't care for
battery's
the
well,
environment.
going
I
to
think
shit
what it
so
really
fast.
boiled down to, I know we're talking about, the whole communist manifesto here, but it's like, really boils down to is like a corporation like Applebee's is just really freaking greedy, and they don't want to pay their employees. So what do? They give them nice little incentives like, hey, tip share, we're going to rip off this server. Probably the one person other than the manager that's actually making money.
Right? Yeah,
You
yeah,
know.
that's just it.
And
My job, actually.
give it to all the bus boys and the expo and the host and I don't know. It's kind of a system I'm glad I no longer contribute to.
I'm just saying, because your servers, they work for that.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
that's why we come here, is because we don't want to get up off our own butt to get coffee.
right. This is true.
We get coffee at our own place. We want it that way. Well,
Pretty much.
we don't have a place.
Well,
We may soon. Someday.
Yeah, that's one thing. I don't know. Have you guys got a chance to look at the Patreon yet? Since I set it up on Monday.
oh
Yeah,
I did. Yeah, I
What
did.
do you guys think about the way it's laid out?
I talked crap on him. Whose Patreon is this? This is crap.
It's got,
I liked it.
it has a section to put like an overall goal, and I didn't know what to put there, so I left it blank. I figured we could edit it later if we wanted to.
No, that's the nice part about it. Nothing's permanent. On Patreon, you can always change things around. And I'm pretty much a newcomer to it too. But
You're
No
doing damn
patrons
good,
yet,
though.
so.
thanks, man. It's
Yeah.
Any of you guys out there in YouTube land decide, hey, this looks mildly interesting, come check it out, and we'll put it in a link in the description.
We'll have
Yeah.
news.
Yeah. Well,
That
for
sounds
those of you that aren't quite sure what we're talking about, Patreon's kind of like the crowdfunding thing, to where, a lot of times, I mean, I haven't been doing this as long as these guys, but it's really hard to get paid. It's really hard to get paid as like an artist or as a comic book artist, and so. But what we found though,
We're real broke.
what we found
I
though
work
is like,
overtime my daytime job.
So, here's the situation. Barry and I have been, our company, which is 3 partners, founders, Chris Lawton, myself, and Barry.
Don't look at
We've
me.
been making comics since 2006. For the love of it, mostly. We've got a fictional universe. We just love what goes on there, and we just keep telling these stories. And we've had some people that have come along who've bought into the universe. We've conned into it. I mean, who've been able to convince of the merits of our universe.
Merits.
And there are many merits.
it's really cool.
And so, one of the things with that is that we have all these stories that we built up. But
We give
just
it them
been
out.
looking for a way to
custom
monetize it, to
marketer.
make it something that we can actually, afford to be able to do. Because coffee don't buy itself, right?
Yeah, that's right.
It doesn't.
So with that, we have some fellow webcomic people and indie comics people that we know that have tried the Patreon thing. So we just decided to try to give it a leg up. And before Rico started drawing with us, he was doing his own comic called The Warehouse.
Which is awesome. Check it out.
It is really, really
Thank you
good.
very much.
And he also jumped on Patreon and has gotten some people really interested in his product. And he was
He's
one of
doing.
the people that
He's doing
really
fine.
convinced us to
His-
take a look at that.
His solid product is speaking for itself, because his Patreon's growing so fast.
Yeah.
It was a huge surprise, really. And then once I started getting people a little bit interested, I say, guys, this is something you need to do.
Mhm.
Yep.
And I think at first they're like, oh yeah, well maybe, blah blah blah, until they started seeing, hey, wait a minute,
He's making money.
you're making. It doesn't sound like much, but once you're making $25 a month, oh, now you're making $40 a month. Oh, now you're making $80 a month. So I mean,
And so, all of our web server space and everything has just been out of our pocket for a dozen years. And, we ain't got deep pockets. Right. So.
and it would just be so nice. Like right now, I'm at the point, the first time ever, I'm on issue 4 of The Warehouse. Finally, issue 4 is completely funded. The first printed, it's completely
Sweet.
funded, and we can use your help for these projects because I mean the Ideal Comics universe is awesome. I totally bought into it, and I'm really
Right, so
glad
I
to be
closed it
partnering
out.
up with these guys.
Okay.
And I forgot to do the final, but there's that, and I told you guys are all paid for.
Okay.
And come check on you guys, okay?
Cool. Thank
All right, thank you guys. Have a good night.
Thank you. You too.
One of the things that's great about the system that Rico is sharing with us is the fact that he's got subscribers that are already on I want to say on the hook for books, but they're already paying for product in their hand, so they're getting something one out of it. He's got a built-in mini distribution system that's part of it, and so we actually modeled our tier structure off of that, so that if you dig what we have, you can get print comics in your hand as we get them finished.
Now, we'd love to send them to you.
Absolutely.
Fantastic
So-
stuff so far.
Now, the project that Barry's working on, that Rico did the pencils on, and
One of
my
the
story,
projects.
it's called one of the projects, the one he's working on right now. It's called Expositioner Vox Populi, and it is a mystery monster story.
Did you share your stream to Facebook?
Not yet, because this isn't a stream. This is just a recording.
Oh, we're not recording. Oh, we're not streaming. I thought this was live.
No, it won't. We can't get it to stream. So it's
Okay.
just recording.
Gotcha.
And we'll
So-
post it later.
When I
Yeah,
post the
I'm
video,
talking.
on
I don't know. I you want me to? So he's chatting here with the cop, right?
Yeah.
He's chit chatting. Do you mind if I put his head tilted up a little bit?
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know why that.
Because right here he looks like he's slumped over drunk, and the cop's gonna bust him.
Yeah, looking at his gut. You know, it's like, man, I really let myself go here.
Yeah. Cop's like, yeah, you did. Whatever
Yeah,
you
you
did.
did. Oh, my fly is
I
down.
was sick.
So my fly is down. Oh, I'll just look away here while you're zipping it up. You know. It's like,
Anyway,
This got awkward real fast.
really strange, and it makes no sense to those of you who watch this on YouTube.
yeah.
I am sorry, but you
With
are
that
welcome.
project, we're rolling out a crowdfund on February 1st, which is going to be
My birthday.
It is Rico's
between
birthday.
Rico's birthday and Barry and I happen to have a birthday that are separated by just a couple days. In fact,
It goes Rico, me, and Mr. Reese here.
and so we're actually going to run it in between those
Months,
time
considerably.
periods, about 2 months, period of time in there, and but we got to crunch some more numbers, but it's going to be a pretty lowball number to make this project happen. So we're pretty excited
I
about
also
that.
want to point out that thank you to this coffee shop that we frequent, you're being serenaded by Huey Lewis in the news.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
Cherry's restaurant.
Sherry's in Scottsbluff.
Yes, it is. It's,
So
Which opinions do vary about Sherry's, but you know what? These folks are pretty decent to us.
Yeah.
They tolerate us quite well.
they do. They're being patient enough to let us, record, steal their electricity and internet to put all this together. So
And they always treat us pretty well.
yes, they do.
I worked here for 3 years, so I mean, it's
And
a
so
nice little
they
company,
and they
yeah.
still treat us pretty well.
Very made it funny.
Hey, Charlie.
Yay!
Sorry.
You've
He's
got-
sitting over. Fuck you guys.
You've got to see.
You know he's Charlie. We're at your
That's
unicorns
right.
at this moment.
He is very much
Yeah.
Charlie. He is.
Oh God,
The curmudgeon of
Yeah,
Ideal
yeah.
Comics. Yeah.
What are you talking about over here?
I have to point out though, side note. So I'm 40, and
Which is
I got
only
asked-
the mid age here.
Right.
You understand? He's old.
I got it is. I'm not the oldest guy here by
No.
any means,
No.
but it's people have been asking me all year. They're like, "Oh, so you're 40 now? What's that like?" And I'm like,
Last year.
"It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal." And actually, it is. It is kind of a big deal, but not like people think. I'm actually excited to be 40 because I've been a cranky old man inside for so long
right.
that it
Yeah,
feels
he has
like
been a
coming
real
home.
bastard for a while.
I have finally aged into my bad attitude, so I feel pretty good about
Well,
that.
that's thinking pop. That's thinking positive there, Reese.
Yeah, that's a way. Why don't you take that and twist it around the way you just did for everything else?
That's kind of inspiring. really, you know?
Curmudgeoning.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, well, you know.
yay!
So yeah, for those of you wondering, Charlie the Unicorn, I think there's maybe 4 or 5 episodes of Charlie the Unicorn.
Oh
It's
man,
probably the stupidest video that I've ever seen.
no,
but I
there's
just can't
worse.
get out of my
There's
head.
worse. There's like the Badger video that was released sometime around back in the early 2000s. Like all these videos were being made. People were like, "Holy shit, it's YouTube!" And people were given free reign to create, and we are sorry for that. No, we're not, but it happened. You're kind of welcome. And ha ha ha.
You had nothing to do with it.
No, we did. This is us.
Because we,
You know why? Because people like me and him viewed this shit, which made other people make
Yes.
more of that shit.
That's right. We enabled that.
We enabled that
and,
out of them.
and I'll take
so
the blame.
I can
Yeah.
blame you, the Nyan cat on you. Is that what I'm hearing?
Absolutely, Charlie.
The only Charlie I can think of is the Charlie bit my finger guy kid.
No, this is more of the they stole my freaking kidney, Charlie.
This is kidney Charlie. God damn it! Oh, god damn it!
Would you stop jumping on? Would you stop
Would you
jumping
stop?
on me?
Yeah, it's
Well, what do you know? There really is a cat out there.
Florida. There really is.
Yeah, there's like this ugly ass Blair. It just
Yeah.
it's doing its thing.
You'll
think
see
you
it,
have to
Reese.
see it.
You'll see it. You'll see it and you'll love it.
Oh, okay.
You like your eyes will glow.
No, you
No,
Yeah, you won't. He'll hate it. Old Charlie will hate it. Charlie will see himself.
I would probably.
In another
Charlie will,
form.
yeah.
I am full of
Disdain,
rage
hate,
and disdain. So
Charlie will see his unicorn alter ego and
Yep.
just not,
What is this?
yeah. like a gorilla that sees himself in the mirror.
Yeah.
We'll take exception to it.
Yeah,
Just kidding, Reese.
that's fine.
Just kidding.
we're not one bit.
This is fun. I'm usually the butt of their jokes.
We are.
Yeah,
We are.
yeah.
It's for
Is that true?
You know, I don't know. I really try to angle the jokes at me, just to be, because everyone, because Reese.
Just
Let's face it, Reese is sensitive. He is a sensitive. He's a sensitive Pleurodon Charlie.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to.
Good grief.
that's ridiculous.
Just when I thought I heard it
Well,
all. All right. What the hell am I doing now? Oh. Yeah, that was the right call. Not going with the thicker pen on this scene.
that looks good, man.
Thanks, man.
As opposed to that one
That's
page
great.
Reese did.
What page Reese did?
There isn't one.
I'm
He's
just
one
imagining
thing.
if Reese
He's trying
did
to-
an ink, it would be horrible. You should see his pencils.
I thought you did.
I
Don't
do.
you do it? Yeah. Oh, well.
Well, then there we
What
go.
are you talking about? Gotta sell some of that crack.
Yeah. Not super often, but I do ink. I did. Oh, probably about half of the inks on that Expositioner mini comic.
Oh, that's why it's
Oh, also,
Well,
we didn't print very many of them.
I don't think anything sold on that mini con. Unfortunately.
What
No,
are we
it's
talking
not.
about,
It's
guys?
about
Okay,
20 bucks.
everything of mine sold amazing.
He sold 20
hotcakes.
bucks. I didn't sell that, dude.
Really?
No.
Like in one sale, you got like 10
I s-
bucks for my.
Yeah. That's about it.
Damn.
That's about it. Oh, my sister bought two. That doesn't count.
Yeah, that's too.
You know,
You hustle
not
your
really.
own family. It's hard sometimes.
But I think what might have happened is like I learned a lot. I learned. By the way, we're talking about like the mini con. It was out at the Monument Mall. It was a lot of fun.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
There was cosplay nerds.
Yeah.
And D&D nerds. And
I learned a lot about promoting comics because the West of Oz guy was hustling.
Yeah,
like hell,
Sean.
and he was selling
Sean the
back and
pimp.
forth.
Yeah.
He had all this free swag like stickers
Swag.
and stuff like that. And
The other thing,
Yeah.
I think, honestly, and I don't want
But he's up. He has crazy energy. That
Yeah,
really
yeah.
is. That really does go a distance.
And by the way, a shout out. We were talking about Sean Benner. He's
Oh.
like the writer creator of West of Oz. It's a
He's a
really cool comic.
cool, fun.
He's a cool dude too.
Yeah, he's a cool.
Well,
dude.
and I was talking to folk at the place too. I think that part of the issue, not the sole issue, but I think part of the issue was actually the geography.
Yeah, you're
People
way
on
off
the
there.
other side of the island did better.
Yeah, which is weird.
And that's
It is
where
Because like last time,
Except for
last time.
the only guys on our side that did really good during the con was
You're-
Ron.
Whoa,
And
yeah.
Ron,
Ron like has that.
he's
that-
got a magnetism.
Yeah, he's got
And
a
He's like your grandpa.
It's animal.
just like-
It's animal Ron magnetism, baby.
Just-
you just gotta
It's Ron Fortier
go.
who we're talking about. Who
Sorry, I should stop there.
he's just done a ton of stuff. His biggest,
Everything.
most known project was the 1990s iteration of the Green Hornet.
That's cool.
But he's done Terminator for Now
Yeah.
Comics. He did Popeye for Ocean Comics. He did. I'm blanking on it.
He's done a lot of stuff, a lot of collaboration with a lot of dudes, and he's been around for a long time. He's got a lot of amazing stories,
and a lot
we didn't get any
a lot of indie
stories
stuff.
this time,
He's been doing indie comics since like before that too. So
and I didn't get a chance to get any Ron stories. I say, what is this? Rico,
Oh, hold on. Yeah, I got you.
what's this, bud?
That is what the hell is that?
I don't know.
What was I thinking?
It looks like a fish hook.
What was I thinking? I honestly don't know. I don't remember. We're looking at like this really strange looking.
He has this pen.
What's
It's something he drew, and we don't know what it is. Go ahead.
What does that look like to you?
Right here.
Parking meter? No, I couldn't.
Is it a parking meter? No, it's too far in.
I wouldn't have drawn a parking meter.
And then that's the line, right? That's
the side of the
police line,
sidewalk, right?
No, this is the sidewalk. I thought this is the police line. Or is this the curb?
Was that drawn in later?
I don't. It
Because
looks like
I
it's drawn
usually don't.
over it.
I usually don't draw over the top of stuff without erasing the stuff behind it.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I didn't draw it in.
It's folks. It's a mystery. It looks like
It's-
like a pole with like
Well,
two
look at the rest of
Christmas
the
lights.
page.
hanging
Yeah,
over
it does.
Yeah, let me zoom back. I don't know.
Is that the light pole?
No,
Is that the bottom of the sign?
I don't know. Oh,
Okay,
wait a
good.
minute. Is it holding up? Is it holding up the police line thing?
Oh, is that what it is? But what is it?
Well, wait a minute. That
Well, what
doesn't-
is this? Is this the sidewalk thing going on to the extra second
No,
curb
that's
there?
got to be the police line.
That's gotta be. the
Okay, that's what I
police line.
thought. That's what
Yeah,
I thought.
you're right.
Okay, so this is the curb right here.
So
This is
something
getting
on
fun.
the curb,
All right.
like
It doesn't
a
seem right.
Spot the
sawhorse or
picture
something.
thing that this is the game we're playing now.
Was it something that I just kind of drew in generically just to hold up the?
Well, yeah,
police line
placeholder.
thing?
Or yeah.
Well, now that I'm looking at it, perspective-wise, it should be level with the light pole here.
Okay.
You know, pushed up maybe. I don't know.
Let me zoom out a little more.
By the way, I have a tendency to kind of screw up things from time to time. I did like this
Who
horrible.
doesn't?
I did this horrible perspective mistake on a skateboarding scene that probably
It's all right.
took
I
him
still,
hours to fix, most
I still
likely.
fixed it. I've been avoiding it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that one digitally. Yes,
It's
yeah,
pretty
page 2.
important.
Yeah.
We're not getting.
We're
anything
gonna
on
omit that
2.
page.
Yeah,
really
page
good
two.
We're jumping ahead here. What happened?
Second
Don't
page
worry
is
about
over.
it. It's not important.
Second page.
Wow,
is
it's really
over.
starting to stick
Over it.
now.
Yeah, it's snowing here.
It's snowing. I mean, it is November, so
Yeah, absolutely.
we got good snowfall in early October. Nothing after that. We got
Actually,
some nice 70-degree weather.
It's funny. We're about 6 weeks from the last snowstorm.
Yeah.
So that's snow. So that's
No, wasn't it early October we got snow? So what?
Was September
was
still?
September? In September, you don't know.
No, because here's how I know.
No,
No, listen.
no,
Shut up.
no.
So here's the story. Early September was really nice, and then I got those ear infections, and I was laid up for 2 weeks,
You're always
basically.
sick job.
Right, on again, off again. But I got infections in both of my ears. I'm still having hearing problems.
He's
Anyway, I whine about it. I don't like it. It's tinnitus. Anyway, point being, then the weather got crappy, and I was like, oh man, I lost my chance to paint my house. And then the weather started getting nice again, and we had the mini-con. It was crazy busy. And then the last 2 weeks I spent just painting my house like a madman.
Yeah.
And now it's not again. But my house is mostly painted except for the trim.
Did anyone get that part where like it snowed anywhere?
I really hope this audio picks up, by the way.
It would really suck if we're like,
Well,
the entire.
there's no bounce thing here, so I can't tell.
Yeah.
It's picking up. It's actually, if you're using like the software, that's the software it came with. It's picking up. We could have done this in sections if we were wise, but
Or at least tried it out once.
yeah,
We just threw caution to the winds.
Well, at that point we were thinking get it done.
I have faith. Faith.
Okay,
What?
George Michael.
Yeah. George Michael. Just fighting words.
Whoa.
George Michael.
Look, say what you will.
Make me up. Finish out
I
the
rest.
singers.
I rest my case, man.
Ah!
Whoa.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, that was my George Michael getting punched impression.
I thought that was George Michael getting something else. Hell.
Hey, we won't go there. Family entertainment, folks. You know, family entertainment.
Yeah, very.
Yeah, very.
I get that a lot. What did I say? You know what? But you know, Wham. And for those '80s bands,
That was my joke.
Wham.
Yeah. They used to force us.
I even noticed. What?
They used to force us to sing that song in grade school.
Force you.
Yes, force
Gunpoint?
us.
I'm
When
sure
you're-
that I'm actually
When
scared
you're a
of that.
9-year-old kid,
Uh-huh.
you know, basically what the teacher says goes. So I mean, yeah, they forced us to sing that song.
They would tell you to sing Wham.
Yes.
Or
Or you would get paddled. Back then, damn it, they used to actually strike children.
I don't know.
They're
I'm
at
kind of
the
siding with the teacher right now.
They'd actually strike.
Just the
children.
absurdity of the whole moment.
It's yeah.
Also, knowing what I know about public school, that seems really terrifying.
I shot a substitute
for
teacher
any
in the face
physical
of
violence
a
for
member
not
of a
singing
band.
George Michael's song.
Yeah, I don't know which is worse. I'd be like, just paddle me, man. Just paddle me. No, Barry, don't do it. Yeah, do it, man.
I've been paddled twice in school.
For not singing Wham.
No,
Because that would be cruel.
no,
man.
I sang.
If
it.
you see,
I
if
sang
you're like the
I'll
kid that said
admit
no, you're not gonna make me sing Wham. F you and F the school, and you take your paddle.
F George Michael.
No,
Well,
I
that's a
actually
different story, Reese.
What? No.
I actually got sent to the office one time in St. Agnes Catholic School, public school, or private school, for not singing a Sound of Music song.
That's awesome. Oh my god, this is
Which
good.
one?
I'm not going to sing it.
No,
Which
you don't
one?
sing
Which
it.
one?
All right, fine. It's the one that I don't even know what it's called. It's like dear, my
it's
female
called
dear.
Doe Deer, I think.
Well, I was me.
Yeah.
Okay, like so we had one kid in line that was saying, "Doe dear, female deer, rain drop a gold sun."
Yeah.
Rico.
It's supposed to say me, and then
You know,
myself.
I like the guy waiting right after him, which is so excited for my verse, and he's like,
It was a girl, and
Oh.
she was like practically peeing her pants to sing her line. But
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. It's like, yes, and then this guy just like
I
pisses
get
all
what-
over it. It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
no. You son of
I totally took the wind out of her
Yep.
sails.
That's cruel and
you
unusual. Man.
sick.
I know.
And what does Rico do sometimes on Sundays?
Crushing dreams.
And what do you do?
Let me what I do on
You
Sundays.
freaking sing and play music.
Oh,
and stuff.
yeah, I'm a musician.
There we go.
Musician.
So it's kind of an irony there.
In fact, I think tomorrow night I'm going to try out with a jazz band.
Hmm.
Playing bass guitar, so we'll see.
That's awesome.
We'll see how. Yeah, it's something. As if I don't have enough on my plate,
Right?
You know?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
That's cool. Where's that gym at?
Oh, it's at Roger Franklin's house. You know Roger, don't you? Gary's cleaning.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, his son Landon has a band. And,
Okay. Yeah.
They wanted a. You know, they're really good. Holy cow! I went to go see him at that new restaurant on First Avenue. It's like a little jazz club. Really good food down there.
Not the fly one, but
Oh, it's like a funky name. Oh, Tangle Tumbleweed.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
That's actually a really good place to eat, dude.
I know
I've
it's
heard really
open.
good things
I
about
didn't
it.
even know it was open, so I'm
Not
just
really my
I'm not
scene.
that in.
It's kind of like appetizer-like food, but
Right.
it was so cool to see live music while you're
Yeah.
eating. I mean, it's just, yeah.
So first,
It's like my first time. Totally worth it. Totally
It's
worth
in
it.
there was a little service station there, and they remodeled it into a restaurant.
person.
First and 19th.
Yeah. A lot going on there, yeah. So they were playing there that night, and then they were a four-piece band, and they wanted like a bass player, you know. And so I basically said, well, I played bass for years. I play at my church, you know, currently. So they say, all right, man, try it out. So one more thing to put on my plate.
None, right?
I don't know what the hell is the matter with me
I don't
sometimes,
either.
but you know, what can I say? I like dipping my toe in a lot of things.
I've been trying to talk friend Gabe into writing.
Your music friend, Gabe?
Our friend Gabe.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Anyway, into writing a
Bojack.
rock opera based around the
Adventures of Barry and Reese.
no around the
Yep.
1951, the space 1951 Odyssey novella, the space wanderings of Golden Rapid on his return to his home world. Prisoner of a
So kind of like Major Tom.
sort of, but
No,
with
just
like
like
a
it.
50s sci-fi feel.
So like Major Tom.
That's cool.
That's cool. I like it. Make it so number one.
So, well, I hope to.
Is he gonna take his protein pill and put his helmet on?
No,
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
he's an alien to start with, so it's a little different for him.
The Whoopty Burger. I actually grabbed that picture.
Is that whoopty booger enough? Is that burger whoopty enough? Sorry.
I guess so.
That was pretty nice.
It's got enough whoops.
It's got enough whoop. I
Is it
actually
whoop?
modeled it after a McDonald's.
Yeah,
So, should I show him?
go for it.
I should
Show.
I should show him. Check it out.
Yep.
There we go.
There we go.
There you go. That's my inking work so far.
Look at the whoop.
It's amazing. Like
Look at the whoop.
it just totally vanishes. The whole like
I know.
everyone else just disappears.
I like it. Put it back up there.
All right, check this out.
Woo!
Hold on.
Look at that focus.
Let it focus. And then everybody else is just sort of,
Yeah.
you know.
I'm not really here. Screw you guys. You bunch of
Put
dirty
the
little
fingers
shit.
on, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Magic.
It's like, yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
Movie magic. That's right. Okay. So here we go. So I'm getting really close to being done here. I just got one more panel.
Yeah. And I'm almost out of battery, so I'm almost done too.
And that's Monday's page right there. So.
Yeah, this is it. So like first Joe Jobs is gonna be tomorrow,
Tomorrow. Yep.
right? I'm trying to
Yeah.
get another one on Wednesday,
Yep.
I think.
Well,
Or Monday.
Monday.
Yeah.
And
So
page 2 will be on Monday.
this will be totally ready to hand off to you. What I do is I just take this, scan it, and then I get rid of like some of like the imperfections on there, like some
Clean it up a little and
some
send
little
it off.
mistakes. Like it's like right there on the hand, I made a little mistake. So I do all my stuff on Photoshop, so it's like nice and quick process.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Digital.
This is gonna be interesting. Doing these fries.
Mm-hmm.
I had to put a long hair.
I've been talking to a lot of kids and a lot of people about that like to dabble in art and stuff, and just trying to motivate them because you never know when Rico is gonna say, "Screw you guys, I'm getting paid by the big boys," and we need some more young artists that can keep up with demands.
It'll just be nice to put together a team. You know what I mean?
Actually, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And so, but still, even like more anyone else who's interested in the community and doing art and any facets of art is awesome. I'd like to try and encourage that too, because when I was younger, there was actually a solid art community. This community is getting bigger and bigger and it's growing constantly, which is really exciting right now. But other facets and other ventures of art, not just like traditional art, and showings and stuff like that, you know, because we do mostly comic book art.
Mhm.
But getting them interested in that and showing them that there's actually something made from it, you know, it's not some like pipe dream.
Yeah.
Is fun. So I'm always talking to people on Facebook and people I know who like to dabble in art. And like to do anything like that, write or draw.
Yeah, we just need to. I'm a big proponent of the whole idea of just getting a nice little comic community. Which is why it's so cool. And I found out about you guys. You know, it's like
We are pretty cool.
I really thought I was the only one. You know.
Yeah, we've been at this since, like I said, 2005. So
Yeah, and there's been bumps and hiccups and tons of different things. I mean, actually, I was not originally part of Ideal Comics. Me and Chris picked up doing our thing, doing penguins with baseball bats, and we were actually semi-successful with that. We had
I really want to see that, by the way.
crack. I have some. Yeah, I actually have a bunch of old I'm asking Chris for the actual uploads because he has them in a file back at his place in the basement or something like that,
Uh-huh.
locked away. But was it crack? One of the comedy site. My battery's dying. I got 29 minutes left. Better save this actually. But they actually mentioned a thing that in some, because they do just do reviews on all multiple smaller web comics, and said we'll run fresher, more original web comics from around in a while. So that was a pretty big boost to our success at that point.
Nice.
And then, I kind of fell off because I was in a relationship and life stuff happened and stuff. And then Chris went away to school, so that kind of got shelved.
Mhm.
And there are times that I've tried to, we try to resurrect it, but the site's no longer there because we let it expire, and then I don't know what happened to it.
Oh, life takes over.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah, exactly. And me and Reese actually made 1 or 2 web or comic contributions to it, but it was hosted by Chris.
He lives in Lincoln now, right?
Omaha, I believe.
Oh,
It's a
Omaha.
suburb of Omaha, yeah. It used to be Bellevue. I don't know if it's still Bellevue or not.
So he won't be contributing anytime soon.
No, he's busy with his own. He's doing his what is it? His thesis,
Oh, I see.
his big novel, The Adventures of Chris. I don't know what it's called, but
It's like, really?
that's
what it's
catchy.
called?
I call it.
Everybody hates Chris.
Good show.
I know. I love that show. Can't get enough of it.
Right.
Trying to get my girlfriend turned on to that show, but
What show's that?
Everybody hates Chris.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
decent.
You guys want some milkshakes, man? Since we're on my subject. What's up?
How are we doing?
Not too
Coffee or
bad.
anything?
We're thinking about some milkshakes.
All right.
Yeah, I'm feeling a milkshake.
I'm feeling milkshake too. Man.
Cool. We'll come get you.
Go ahead, Reese.
I would like, I guess vanilla.
Vanilla? Okay.
Don't get him a milkshake. You don't get a milkshake anymore.
You can do any one of those pies into a shake too.
It's almost like a waste.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
all, here you have a chance to get a
Yeah.
milkshake.
Vanilla's
And you get
delicious.
vanilla.
It's the #1 flavor of ice cream for a reason.
Yeah, because you put toppings on it. It's not because of vanilla.
That's probably,
That's
What would you like? I need vanilla ice cream. More vanilla.
yeah,
Well-
that's probably a reason.
Well,
Okay, I'll take banana cream pie shake.
Cool.
There we go. Look at that. You rebel, you.
do you guys make a key lime pie shake?
I don't have a key lime pie.
Oh,
Seasonal.
Ah, man, yeah, it is.
man.
Yeah, it's one of our seasonals.
It's like maize pie. Or whatever.
That's some BS. We protest it now.
What does a pecan pie shake taste like? Is it good?
I have not had
You
it
are a
yet.
brave man if you do that. Do it.
I'm gonna
Do it. Do it.
I think it's gonna be good though.
I bet
Yeah,
you it is.
that's
You
That
know
sounds
what?
great.
I don't, I'm a
I'm
coward.
starting to regret my decision. In fact,
Do it. Change it.
changing it.
Oh my god.
No way. That's great.
I'm not. I'm just a
Pecan
wimp.
pie shake.
I'm
Yeah.
just.
Okay, so 2 of those. All right.
That's crazy. You guys are just rebels.
Dude,
I'm gonna
I
take
grew
the
up. When I
blame.
grew up, when I was a
Whoa, Reese.
Oh, hey. Cool. Go ahead
Very
and click that-
low.
Go ahead and click that button, and
I don't want to.
where it says you can touch the screen. It's
I
a
don't
touch
want to.
screen. Anyway, when I was a little kid,
We're dying. So if you lose this all of a sudden, bye bye. All right. So I'm boring. So I'm just gonna get chocolate.
A chocolate.
Yeah.
Okay. You want a chocolate cream pie shake?
What?
Chocolate cream pie shake.
What? That's way too much. I've already been too hyper. I just need chocolate. Cause I'll still wait too long.
Okay.
Why do I feel we're in the middle of like an episode of Seinfeld or something?
Yeah. Right.
Alrighty,
Hello.
guys. I'll
What
get
is
those
the
for
All right,
deal
thank you.
with?
Hello, Reese.
Hello, Kramer. Anyway,
Hey, Jerry.
What is the deal with the pie shake? I
What
mean,
is-
you should either have a pie or you should have a shake. I mean, what?
anyway,
That's
when I was,
not bad. No,
Yeah.
when I was a child in Oklahoma, I was from Oklahoma from the
I forgot he's from Oklahoma.
He's an Okie.
from
Don't
5.
hold against me.
Not an Okie. I'm from Wyoming, but
Oh, okay.
from the time I was 5 until I was 10, we lived in Oklahoma. And in our backyard was a pecan tree. So we had pecans
Ooh.
all the time. So I have a very deep, soft spot
For
for pecans.
I love
So,
pecans.
You know, when people boo us and downvote our video remember me, Enrico occasionally. This guy, we understand the hatred for him.
I also understand the hatred for me. I'm a hard person to get along with.
It's Reese.
I don't
My
think
wife
so.
is a saint.
Really? Yeah, that's true. Actually, she does.
She's
Look
amazing.
at now it's 11 o'clock and my night screen is going on. Night screen, don't go on.
Night. Next time,
Night
we're
screen.
going to bring a strip,
Power strip
a power strip.
Mhm.
Next time.
on. We're gonna
The
call
Ideal
this